This is just a reminder to always read the question before you go into these passages. Most of the time, the question is very bland. What's the main idea? What's the main purpose? But sometimes it's very specific, and that can really help us out. We don't want to just read a passage in a vacuum. We want to have a task as much as possible. Here, why are some critics skeptical of the concept behind Bosco Verticale? Well, I don't know, but that's a very specific thing. So I'm going to have my ears perked as soon as I hear them talking about some sort of negative aspect, right? Dumb summaries, connotations, something negative about this thing. So since its completion in 2014, Bosco Verticale, Vertical Forest, a pair of residential towers in Milan, Italy, covered by vegetation, has become a striking symbol of environmental sustainability in architecture. A lot of positive there, doesn't seem important. Stefano Burri intended his design, which features balconies that are home to hundreds of trees, to serve as a model for promoting urban diversity. Again, seems very good. I don't think we've gotten there yet. However, the concept has faced skepticism. Critics, oh my gosh, it's all the same words in the question, note that although the trees used in Bosco Verticale were specifically cultivated for the project, it's too early to tell if they can thrive in an unusual setting. Too early to tell if they can thrive, right? We don't know if they're going to live. That's basically it. Dumb summary here. Trees might die or just not live long, right? So I'm being strong here on purpose, but it's fine. A, some essential aspects of Bosco Verticale's design are difficult to adapt to locations other than Milan. Did they talk about places other than Milan? I don't think so. B, the plant life on Bosco Verticale ended up being less varied than Burri had envisioned it would be. No, it's not about whether there's lots of different types of trees. It's whether this type can survive, right? So it's not about variety. That's weird. No. The construction of Bosco Verticale was no less environmentally damaging than the construction of more conventional buildings. Well, this is clearly a comparison. Is the comparison here between the conventional buildings and this new one? Not in any way that was negative, right? So if they're saying, I guess, that it's better in certain ways, maybe, but I don't think that they're saying that it's bad compared to traditional construction. So it's probably D. It is unclear whether Bosco Verticale can support the plant life included in its design. Yeah, can it support the life? Yeah, the trees might die. Yeah, we don't know. So there you go. That's it. This is an easy question. Okay, now notice we're in the hard module. We had two other passage questions before this, and certainly I think question number 6 was way harder than this, right? So this just goes to show you're going to have trouble pacing in the hard module as it is. But once you are kind of focusing on these passage questions and you're trying to make decisions about where to go, the questions are not in order of difficulty. So you should be jumping around. Look for things that just kind of look like they have easier words in the passage, maybe shorter choices like this one. That's probably the stuff to do first, and just, like try to maximize as many points as possible, right? So yeah, it's an easier question, but like if you get it right, that's more points, right? So it's better to do a bunch of easy questions and add all those points to your score than to do one really hard one and run out of time on stuff like this. So you got to make smart decisions with the passage questions. There are going to be easy passage questions on every hard module. You just don't know where they are. So you got to kind of get in the habit of like trying to look and kind of feeling it out and then doing the things that are going to get the most points for your score.